Hello again, it's Mike, the Razor Rookie. Good to see you again. Hope your week's been well so far. Tonight we're going to feature a new soap I've never used on camera or at all. So here we go. That's Stirling Orange Chill. It's I opened it up and smelled it earlier. You know that smell when you first crack open an orange, you get the peel back? That smell, that's exactly what it smells like. But it says, I don't know if you can see the lid or the label, menthol. So it's a mentholated citrus. That's all citrus, Jack. It's like an orange spunked in a tub. That's what it smelled like. It's a semi-hard. You can kind of move it, but it stays quite a bit. So that's the soap we're going to be using tonight. I picked that up from West Coast Shaving for 12, 13 bucks. And it's not the only thing I bought, but they have a sale, or they had a sale going on, that if you spent $35, you got an extra. They had marked down a brush for you down to $5 from 15 or 20 bucks, and they come in these little tubes, and they're cardboard, but they're sturdy cardboard, so it's pretty good stuff. And got a West Coast Shaving brush. It's a synthetic knot. I think it's 24 mil across. It comes out to like an inch, just under an inch, a hair, a couple of hairs under an inch, and it splays quite nicely. It's still a great feeling brush. I'm starting to really like these synthetics. I'm gonna pop that in my Doctor Who mug. You don't have to, but it's warm, it's wet, the way I like it. And we're going to use the Edwin Jagger DE89 that's already loaded up. The old go-to. I'm trying to be nice to my face because if you watch the last two videos, I was pretty bad on it. And our DE89 is loaded up with an Astra Superior Platinum, or an Astra Green, if that's the way you want to word it. And I didn't grab my pre-shave, but the old standby, as always, Parasso Green. I figured there's menthol in here, there's menthol in the soap. I'll have a nice minty, something to clear the sinuses with. I get the vapors. Alright, let's go ahead and get the face wet. I went a little buck wild last time with the tobs there. Someone commented and said, you loaded that like a puck soap. And it really wasn't that heavy because I wasn't pushing the brush into the soap. But I was being lazy. I had a pretty good buzz going. I had been sitting there drinking rum and blackcurrant for a little while, watching all my shave videos and getting my comments in, and trying to get caught up. That's plenty. When you start doing this, you're like, oh, I want people to watch my stuff, and you find yourself, they say, oh, it's not really a job, it's kind of a hobby, and it is. But I think Paul H was saying on one of his videos, it's kind of like a job. You end up doing it because you kind of have to. But I don't find it tasking like a job. I do it because I like to. I like supporting people. If people like this hobby and they like teaching people about wet shaving, it's what I do it for. Hopefully somebody finds this stuff useful. A friend of mine, Jimmy, if you're watching, there's your shout out. And what the hell, my buddy Colin, they watch, and actually I got 2 of these brushes, and I'm sending him one, and I just pulled it straight out of the mug. This is for you guys. It's still moist. That's the way it should be. And this is those semi-hard, semi-soft, whatever you want to call it, soaps. It's not a cream. It won't fall out. Straight to it. And we're gonna whip that up and BS each other for a little while. Hope everybody's having a good work week so far, because I care. And you can smell that menthol straight away. It's working up pretty good. And what I find is sometimes these synthetic brushes act like they're working up, they're not loading. But in reality, if you pull back and you look, there's a ton of soap in there. But she's new. And like I said, you can tell I've gotten all the foam I'm going to get out of that. Because now you can see the soap again. And it loaded. Let me rinse this hand off. And we're going to go to the face, not a bowl. I want to see how it acts. Menthol, bam, orange chill, immediate. And I got a little bit of extra hair going on here, so I'm gonna do some extra agitation. I didn't want to get another shave in so quick because of my neck. I don't know if this is the first video you've seen. Hello, and thank you. But if you saw my last one, I was bleeding pretty good here and over here. It was just, I wouldn't say a bloodbath, but it was, as I was doing the outro and saying goodbye, I was noticing that my neck was bleeding again. I got some of that soap on my lip. And there's definitely menthol in it. Find me a place to put my brush down. There we go. Put the cap back on my pre-shave here. There's that. There. Alright. It's chilly. Hence orange chill. People, Stirling's been around a while. People tend to like it. They've got a ton of scents. There's not a lack of, oh, I'm not a big citrus fan. Well, you've got 100 and some odd different options you could probably get from Stirling. So we're gonna lightly hold this. You don't fingertips. Slicker now snot. Oh yeah. And behind that, still soft, still slick. I'm not nowhere near done, but in my experience, as long as I've been shaving, I find that it doesn't necessarily, spending $50 on a soap or $60 on a soap doesn't mean you're going to get a better shave. if you're a review snob like me, I don't buy anything that has like less than 4 stars on Amazon, for example. I don't care how bad I need it or want it. If it's not working for other people, it's probably not going to work for me. And before I continue, not to say that people that make soaps for $30 a piece or $25 a tub or even $20 a tub, not saying that they don't deserve that money for their product. Don't get me wrong, I'd never say that. But you don't have to spend a buttload of money to get a good soap. Stirling is the example. Now, I wasn't given this soap. I don't have to talk nice about it. Not saying that I wouldn't take something for nothing to do a review. But I would never, repeat never, lie or give a biased review just because I didn't have to pay for it. If it's shit, it's shit, and I'm not going to say otherwise. Because then I'm kind of responsible for you wasting your money on a product that I endorsed, and now I just shit on my own name and you wasted your money because I told you to. But, and I still got the menthol. I like that. You can get a full, nearly 6-ounce tub of this Stirling for between $12 and $15, depending on the scent. And that load got me plenty. And let's see what happens here. Now it is kind of thirsty, meaning that feels like it's sticking to my face a little bit. So I'm going to add just a tad of water. I'm going to wet the brush directly. So just a tad of water in there. And got a little water coming off of there, not much. The brush is really nice too. I was trying to focus on the soap, but when a brush works and feels great, I can't help but comment on it. And I don't think I've ever shown a brush that I don't like. You get people that's like, oh, one brush is enough. I like boar brushes. Boar brushes is all I'm going to have. Okay, well, there are advantages to other brushes. Synthetics dry hella fast. So you go on a business trip or you travel a lot, or my friends like me, truck drivers, you don't really have anywhere in the truck to hang a brush and let it dry naturally. So a boar brush you could probably get away with scrubbing and drying on a towel. A badger brush, not so much. You might tear it up. These synthetics, however, you can kind of be mean to them, but they dry really fast just on their own. So there's that. I really like this soap. I didn't. Flash Boredom. Another shout out. That's 3-in-1 video. I'm doing great. My buddy Flash said try the orange chill and the pineapple. I did it. Just for you, buddy. Love you. And great suggestion. I'm going to go across the grain. Say I went down the first time. You go this way. I don't advocate for against the grain unless you have a super duper mild razor and a super duper mild blade. But if you want to break out the old Mule 41 and slap in a feather blade and go against the grain straight out the box, more power to you, Jack. you're going to need an alum block and a rosary. I guess only real men can shave with R41s and feathers. I'm a big puss and I'm not even going to try anymore. And see, I'm not getting a whole lot of feedback. It's not because I'm holding it wrong. There's a little. That's the same spot I got trouble from last time. But I got to tell you, I'm not burning. I'm not hurting. And I usually don't, but I'm gonna go 3 passes. Throw a little water on the face. Just a little bit. Give that brush something to glide on. And I've still got a ton of soap in here. Dab that in a tad of water. There she blows. That's 4 passes worth of soap easy. And that is one fine lathering soap. Still going. I'm genuinely excited about that soap. 2-in-1 video flash. Thank you very much. You know your stuff. And you have beautiful toes. What the hell? Let's heard a little bit of noise. Well, that is slicker than hell. And it's the menthol, and it's not overpowering. You got people that just pack that stuff in there. I've heard of a different couple brands, and I'm not going to mention any artisans or manufacturers, makers, or brands or names of products that I've heard about that it's just menthol. This is like menthol. Just enough to where you feel it and smell it, and you get to enjoy it. But it doesn't get in your soul and make you question your own existence kind of menthol. I don't like super duper hardcore, overly mentholated anything. Only thing I like menthol in is my cigarettes and my lube. Not my lube. Maybe your lube. Not my lube. If you really have to know, and because you asked, I know you're thinking.
What's your favorite flavor?
Strawberry cheesecake. That's fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and get a cold water rinse. And the residual behind that is nice. I'd very much like to use it again. Thank you very much. Yakshimash. And what's left behind is a nice orange smell, not overpowering, and that menthol, just a tinge. I mean, just like one knuckle, you get it, just enough. You can feel it. It's nice. It doesn't burn, nothing like that. And I would say you can't hear nothing, and you can always hear something. I got a little soap behind my ear. Check that out. I missed some. Making me second guess my life now. That's a BBS shave. From an Astra green and a DE89. I attribute my success to the soap. Slickness, scent, quality of the lather, and I can still go. I could probably shave 3 or 4 toes with the rest of that. That equates to, I don't know what the metric conversion on that is, but I think it's like a knee and a quarter, a knee and a third, something like that. I don't know. Somebody tell me what knees to toes metric to imperial means. America. Alright, let's hit it with some Amici. I believe that means friends, or friends or friend in Italian. And it's citrusy, so it should go quite well with our orange chill. Doesn't have any menthol in it. And that's close as she's gonna get without one more pass. And that's 3 passes with across. And like I said, I wasn't gonna do, but against the grain. Just goes to show what a good quality soap, blade and razor can do for you. Works for me. It might not work for everybody, but you can give it a try. They're great products, and this is my official endorsement. You can quote this if you want. The Razor Rookie says, buy Stirling Soap. It's the shit. They should put that, they should give me my own brand now, like my own scent, and put it's the shit right across the label. Break into new markets, man. Anyway, hope y'all have a great day. Hope y'all have a great night whenever you're watching this. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, then there's a button next to that somewhere on somebody else's videos, not mine. You have a suggestion what you'd like to see me use next. I still have a couple of Merkur razors I haven't used. One of them is a slant. I've got some Katie's Bubbles I got to use. I've got a shave bowl I got to do a review on, and a Rockwell 6C I got to do a review on. If you want to see any of those, whichever one you'd like to see first, leave it in the comments. Questions, anything like that, once again, the comments. I'm Mike. I'm the Razor Rookie. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.